here.
Yeah, don't be nervous. It's gonna be all right. You like about to cry.
That's just how she looks. She
Why
be
my eyes red? Nah.
they stay red. I'm pretty sure
They
they
got
are.
me high. Look, we're on the side too, so we're good.
Welcome to Mixed Feelings, everyone. This is where raw conversations meet real world insights. Whether you're tuning in for the first time, looking for thought-provoking discussions, untold stories, or a fresh perspective, we're all about breaking the surface and diving deep. No fluff, no scripts, just honest, unfiltered dialogue on things that matter most. You're about to receive Mixed Feelings. This is a very special show that I've wanted to do for a while about interracial relationships. I'm here with special guest, my lovely wife, Kenya. You wanted to go by DJ? We're gonna all right, Kay or Kayla?
Yes.
All right, Kay. All right. Got my special guest, DJ, and Kayla here. You guys been in an committed relationship for how long now?
10 years.
10 years.
And they're engaged.
Oh yeah, congratulations.
Yeah.
yeah, that's big. That's
Thank
big.
you.
So is this you guys' first interracial relationship that y'all been in?
To answer that, yeah, it's mine, like definitely.
Not mine.
Because I'm from the outside of Nashville. I'm from Memphis, so like you know what I'm saying, everything black out there. Just
Okay, yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Mhm.
So what made you change that way? Have you ever been in the mindset of where you're like, you know what, I'm only dating black girls, or I'm only dating this kind of girl, or something? Did something change to where you were like, you know, Kayla's all right, she all right with me?
Nah, that's dope, but nah, it's an environment. Like, I mean, you are what you see around you. Like, all I seen around me was, you know, black. Like, you know, then when I moved out of, I mean, my like Nashville to Memphis, you know, it's totally different, 10 times different. So, my environment changed. So, you know, pretty girls are pretty girls.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's the way I looked at it. I grew up, you know, East Nashville, and you know, I grew up in the projects. I lived in the projects for a few years, beginning of my life, but I still hung around in that area, and that's all I really knew. I didn't really know color.
Same.
Yeah, I didn't really know
Same.
color, but I knew, you know, just
That's
what
all we
people,
know.
people was around me, and so I drew an attraction to black girls. You know,
Okay.
you know what? Really big old booties is what I like to say. No,
but like coming from Memphis, and then like personally just straight up saying, like, coming straight to Douglas. You guys know Douglas back then, like it was Douglas. Like, come from Memphis, coming straight to Douglas. I ain't gonna lie, like, yeah, when I got off on the X, I'm like, damn, they whole like the city type shit. Like,
yeah.
It was East Nashville. To me, that was the first part of Nashville that they started changing. But to say this, like black and white was different out here. Like, it can tell y'all was like a good mixture in y'all schools in Memphis. Like, you know, I can count how many Mexican or white students went with me through my whole years. And it started getting different through the older years. But now, like, Memphis to me is just black. Like, when people ask me about Memphis, I'll tell you, like, it's black. Like, I remember when we moved where we moved there, like, it was like a lot of white people in our cove, and like people say, they when we move in, they move out, and that's how it was set up in my city growing up. Like, all my life, that's how it been. You know, so I was separated. You know what I'm saying? But no, when I moved out here, it was kind of like there was a thing out here. Y'all live different.
Used to doing. Yeah, it is. My high school was like that. I told you, it's like a melting pot of races. So it was like, right? No, I actually went to Glencliff. So it was just in Overton. So just a melting pot of races. Like, we had everything. So he was fine and he was finer. And, you know, it didn't matter what they were because we all got along and we were all in the same neighborhoods because we all rode the same buses. So, yeah, that is true about Nashville. It opens you up to different types of races and different cultures. Yeah, absolutely.
Nashville's a big melting pot, especially it's getting more diverse. Even up here where we live at, I mean, it's starting to get more and more diverse.
Yeah.
I mean, this is kind of the country, but you know, you starting to think mixed race couples all the time.
Yeah.
Do y'all feel like it got different within the years? Because one thing in Nashville I do share is like, to me, it's like a big brother type of vibe. My barber, he like basically he like I'm looking at it wrong. Like where he from is all black, and he's from like northeast, like type of like brick church type of vibe. And he was saying like, you know what I'm saying, like that's not worth for one of his partners to talk to a interracial. You know what I'm saying? Like his partner's black, like, and they messed me up because she's from like South 17.
Yeah, like East Nashville area.
Yeah, like that area. But it's like me knowing her and meeting her first, like, hey, like it's their life.
Yeah, she going through some of the same struggles.
We have the same. There's and so you're going into to talk about like cultural differences. I feel like me personally, I don't feel like I attach to a certain culture, man, because I listen to anything as far as music wise. I'll watch anything as far as movie wise. I feel like myself, I'm a bridge to across different cultures. Like I don't find myself attached to one particular place. Yeah. I feel like I you know bring differences. I do it at work all the time. Is when I play devil's advocate. You know, when we talk about political matters, and I deal with you know, far right believers in my workplace, and I'm always going against the grain over there. I'm always challenging their thought process. I'm like, well, why you think this? What do you think these people are stupid? And vice versa as well. I have far left believers, and they, you know, this is the right way, and it bothers me how we're in a society that you're always right. Somebody's always right. There's no other opinions that matter. There's no other voices.
It's always been a person. I get it.
Yeah. So have y'all seen any cultural differences? And maybe not from you, Kayla, because this is where you grew up. Have you sensed anything from Memphis, from dating, you know, all black women to dating a white woman?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
Did she cook different, or her mannerisms different, and this isn't a just this is what all white women portray themselves.
Just your woman.
Yeah. Any differences that you can think of that, you know?
Oh yeah, totally. Like it's scary. Like that's crazy because Nashville. This is a totally serious statement for me. Like Nashville is California based. Memphis is New York based. Like, so I see a big difference. Like if I can say that in a statement, like y'all'll be surprised. Like
basically, like we're the total opposite.
Okay.
When I came out here, like these guys, like all right, I've been in my city all my life. So when I came out here, I'm like, damn, like these niggas, I heard these people, I heard they bang like they from California. You know what I mean? Like we had Vice Lord, GDs, like when it came to gangs in Memphis, like everything in Memphis, we infested with gangs.
Yeah.
Like, we down for it. If you on it and y'all really stamped it where y'all from, they down for it. So out here, it was like a more of a blood or a crip vibe.
Yeah.
Dang, like how they down the street from us, and they based out of California, and we love New York people. Everything in my city is based off up north.
Yeah.
Most of the people from Memphis is from Mississippi, and if they people are from up north, they from New York. Like we not from out west. We don't bleed out west.
Yeah.
Like, so I seen the big difference in KK. Like she was an out west girl. Like to me, in my head,
I'm from out east.
She said, wait a minute.
East when I say out west, I mean
the way she carries herself.
I mean California. she was a West Coast type of girl. Because look, in Memphis, like we think we can run some game on like West Coast girl. We think they ain't got no head on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like to me, I feel like Nashville is kind of a city that built out California. But it being said, like an outside person to me could kind of get over on the California person because like they don't understand we come with a little game.
Yeah, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Cause we based out of New York, bro. We come with a little game in the mix of everything we do. You get what I'm saying? That will make Nashville and Memphis. I mean Nashville and Memphis separate. Like that's my opinion.
Okay.
But you couldn't run that on Kayla, is what you saying.
Hell no, I'm here. I wouldn't even be here. She would have counseled me out like one of the
So explain to me, you came up, dating all black girls growing up, and then you come to Nashville, and then you still have a plethora of black women, right?
Yeah.
What attracted you when you seen Kayla? He's like, I gotta have her.
Environment, big brother. Everything I'm gonna say is
he was in the culture shock. He like, hold on, being no white girl.
No disrespect, no disrespect. Somebody on this podcast, sister, was around me and my partners. By that being said, like environment, like homie, I ain't gonna lie,
this is a different type of white girl. This ain't the regular white.
But at the same time, like.
I just think he ain't used to being around white girls, period.
Yeah.
He be telling me all the time, like, I used to be infatuated with like the white girls on the movie.
I love Dina channel. Shout out to Dina.
Yeah.
On my mama,
Liz
like
McGuire.
they made me. Yeah, her too. Mandy Moore. Shout out to Mandy Moore. Yeah, I'm gonna get very direct, but these little Princess Diary girl, whatever her name is, like,
and then boom, here come Kayla. You like, wait a minute,
man, like I always been different. Yeah, I'm like to me, I feel like I took care of my business, but I always went into other stuff. Like when I came home, I wore a Disney before I went outside. Like, these things, like it's like. No matter what color you are, everything boils down to the vibes that you have.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Don't nobody want to be bad vibes are bad vibes.
Yep.
I mean, who wanna make a podcast? Who wanna goddamn shoot basketball with somebody with a bad vibe? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
No one's into that. So by that being said, that's kind of how, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to date it out because my environment, the ones I was around, like it was just too much violence. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Too much violence.
Yeah. So I was raised in raised in East Nashville, and all my friends growing up, best friends were black. And I guess that's what drew my interest into black girls, because when we link with, like, I got this little chick for us, up the street. So I'm gonna holler at her, she got a friend with her too, and they black too. So it's just that's how I grew up.
I was just gonna agree with that. When you ask like dating outside of your environment, I mean outside of your race, it's just like, to me, like that was just our environment. You know, like I ain't never been around other white boys, and if I did, they were family.
Yeah.
I think it's just your environment you raised up on.
Absolutely.
I'm raised around
I
black
feel like
boys,
that's
black
true.
men.
This with everything. This with things you do. Like when I eat something, I'm throwing it away. Like everything we do as grown ups, like it's about our environment. It's about what was around us and what they did.
Kids too, though, because my mom, we were like born in the hood, I'd say. But then she met a guy and he took us out the hood. And we were like, me and my brother were the only two black people in the school, literally.
Oh, really?
The only two black people. And like the white boys didn't treat me different. They liked me. And I'm like, wait a minute, this is different, because I'm coming from like being in the projects with all black people. And the black boys liked me too. But now I'm seeing the white boys like me. And my first kiss, I told him he was a white boy on a trampoline. But I dated black boys, like seriously, in high school. And I had another interracial relationship before him, but technically I've only had two. So it is environmental. And even like as a kid, because it was like, I don't know if I would have been super into white boys if I wasn't
around them.
You know what I mean?
If you hadn't experienced,
if I haven't experienced them and experience like they actually like you, they compliment, you know, they do
the same way.
Exactly the same way that Black boys are doing. They're the same exact way, even though they're white.
Right.
So that high school and stuff, I'm like, I'm open to anybody saying I'm cute, and maybe if I like them too, we can see where this goes, you know. So yeah, it's definitely environmental.
It's weird. I have a few random friends on Facebook, and I've actually seen them post about this. Just speaking on interracial relationships and saying how it's a fetish. What are your thoughts on? In my personal belief, I feel like it's weird to call it a fetish because a fetish is something you're attracted to. Like I'm not gonna date you because I'm not attracted to you.
Exactly.
I'm not.
I mean, we all out here fetishized.
So I don't know how I feel about, you know, and I've seen numerous people make that same comment about it being a fetish.
Yeah.
And it was just weird to me. I was like, are you not dating somebody you're attracted to?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. I feel like people only go for people they're attracted to.
That's a fetish. You would say that's a fetish. That's the same fetish.
It's definitely a fetish. And it like if you dating someone that like you the way that you like them, like fetish is automatic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's ABC, man.
And I think those people, they're looking at it from like back in the day mentalities, you know. Fetishizing, like,
or no experience mentality.
Exactly. Like you're not even around it.
Have experienced this thing before,
absolutely.
you know, because being a grown man at this point in life, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and when I say that, I'm saying that age, because you know, age really don't make you a grown, but numbers do. It's not about a color, you know. It's really about that person.
And how they make
you know what I'm
feel.
saying? So when people ask me, am I dating how you say it? Because
interracially.
Before I say it, it's no feeling, man. I'm dating KK.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and that's what I tell people, because in reality, I'm really just dating a personality.
And someone you love, and that's the same. Like I stand on who I fell in love with and who I decided to
be with,
a child with, build a family with. I stand on that, you know, and it's like, and I don't play about, you know, if you don't like it, cool, I love it. Don't come around me. It's easy, you know, it's very easy. But sometimes I do feel though, like some people feel like I can't speak in certain Black spaces because I'm not loving a Black man. Yeah, absolutely.
I got a lot of Black friends, and that's my most of them, like my best friends are Black, and they've said some things to me before about you wouldn't understand because you're not Black. I'm like, I'm a man, and we're talking about man's just human being stuff, you know, just rationally talking about life, right? And I'm like, how can I not understand because of the color of my skin? Like, I don't understand how that even matters in this topic we're talking about right now.
But when you say that, like being direct on what you said, like it is something that I would say to my friend too, because it's like, bro, like I've been with her long enough to where situations happen with police brutality or something. And to say something deep with that, like, well, I'll come back to that. I won't even say that now. But like it is a question you ask, bro. Because like in reality, like they're not their race.
There's a difference.
Like in reality, like I don't know, I can't explain to you. I ask you that question. Like, no disrespect.
So I find it, you know, almost a little bit offensive, right? That just because of this topic, I can't understand, or I can't come to there's white people that understand this situation. So like, what does that even mean? Like, they can understand it, but I can't. So therefore they are, you know, they're agreeable with, you know, but I'm not. It just didn't. It's always, you know, pondered, and it's just, you know, it's every topic is different, right? So a general topic that I could be talking about could relate to that, but it also couldn't. But it's just to tell another man that you can't relate to that, or because you're not.
It's the way with everything. It's the way that they directed that.
The way there's a better way to say it, maybe.
You know, like, you know what I'm saying? It's going deeper in it. Like I done told her before, like, yeah, like sometimes we get into it, like, you know what I'm saying? It's certain things you can say to me that I take the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? And it's only because y'all in reality, like, nobody can relate to the color we are. Because in reality, we all got different privileges and different greatnesses from that color. So by that being said, it's like, I can't live your life, you can't live mine. But I can do is live mine and voice my opinion on myself. Like that's where we're going wrong as people, as the people who said something to you about it. Like, I said I might have voiced it, but at the same time, I would have been your partner enough to not even get to the point where we have to get to that. Because voicing your opinion is voicing your opinion.
Exactly. Exactly.
So if you saying it like that, oh yeah, totally wrong. Like voicing your opinion is voicing your opinion. It's a voice. You know, it's an opinion. It's something you think.
Let me ask: have y'all ever disagreed on a social issue? That's something that happened.
Yeah. The biggest one.
Hold on. On what? On a social issue? What?
Like something happened big. We got down to it like with this.
Oh my gosh, we've had
like
one.
We do it all.
We'll tell you one of ours because this one's very minor. It's very minor. But there was just a saying that came up, and I was like, that saying to Black people means something totally different. He's like,
what was it? It was
good old boys.
Good old boys.
Good old boys. And I'm like, babe, that saying to Black people means something totally different. He's like, but my Black friend said it does. I'm like, but no, my grandpa, if I say that to my grandpa, he's going to be like, good old boys means,
I'm not no boy.
And if he be like, and let's say in this term, those are the good old boys walking down the street, you know, that puts me in a 1950s, 40s mindset, the good old white boys walking down the street, you know, and for a lot of Black people, that puts us in that mindset. And so even though he could understand where I was coming from, I didn't feel like he was feeling me. Like, no,
it's still some type of disconnect.
Yeah, there's a disconnect there. And I'm like, the disconnect is that Black people, especially Black men, like
have a right to feel the way they feel
about just, even though it's like such a simple term, you know, the good old boys.
That's where we are wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's what's wrong. That's what led us here today. Like, all right, like they took the states. So when the states was owned by them, like, you know what I'm saying, it was them making rules. Like, that's the past though. So I feel like
absolutely.
I
think
when I was born, like it was cool. Like I can live around them this and that. But the past, like I tell KK, once they learn about those things in school, is when set it off.
Yeah. And I don't want to say leave the past in the past. It's just be mature about the things.
We have to find a way to let the kids know
very much
at that time it was a law for this.
We
have to find a way to let them know that, because reason why, because I am a victim of that. I'm a victim of, I was living a regular life, you know, until y'all come learn me this stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like, damn, like they did it like that. Okay. I'm on it. I'm on it now.
But you have to be more mature to be able.
People as well. I'm not even Black.
You can't.
Show me a mature kid, I'll tell you he doing.
Well, no. What I say for that is because there are a lot of men to this day that in the Black neighborhoods that still kind of have like a slave mentality where they're not talking to Black people, white people. They don't like white people. And I have some of those friends. And I'm like, Paul,
the environment.
We're all, I literally have some friends that would tell me, oh, you went to the white club. I ain't going there. And I'm like, what? It's lit, you know? And I'm like, but you're not going to go because of your biases that you have, you know? And even though we all went to the same school, and I know you done smashed a few white girls, but you're not going to their clubs because of what, you know? And that's the disconnect for me, you know? So even white people, they're in slave mentality too. So many people are stuck
still very much
in something that truly none of us had to live with.
No, we didn't.
None of us had to live with that.
And to relive that, that's what I mean by like, when I was born, I didn't know anything about this.
Absolutely.
Right.
You were taught.
But I get it. Board is what's throwing all us out. Like, I have no problem with history, but we have to find a different way to word it, to not bring these kids up who innocent. Again, like they say, this baby was innocent. All right, but y'all tell me this.
I think you should teach I don't think you should reword. I think you should teach it the way it's supposed to be
taught.
But
yeah,
but have a better understanding of like just
way.
Yeah,
there has to be a better way.
If you teach it the way that he was taught, hello, you get me. It's somebody who know that okay, we don't supposed to deal with no, bro.
But you know what? You're also a product of your environment, though.
Yeah, I am.
You know,
but I don't.
We all are.
But that environment led me to danger before loving a stranger.
Absolutely.
And I didn't like that.
Yeah.
And I don't want my kids.
And that's
to
so
like
many
that.
people's stories.
And that's one thing I voiced you right or wrong. I tell you that they should start teaching it in schools. Y'all stop praying in school because we got all these different religions. But in reality, you believe in what you believe in. You believe in what you believe. You believe in what you believe.
You can't hear that?
Maybe you have to plug it up.
It's all different.
Good.
Probably.
It's all different. Like what I'm telling y'all is like, why are we going through things to go back through them? Like in reality, we we would not know about these oppositions that we supposed to not like in the KKKs and the
or program
EBK.
What program?
Let them young niggas say EBK.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying.
It is programmed.
Yeah,
I don't wanna be born with an op. Like who wants to be born with an op? This is what this school system, because it's history that they don't want to have from us. But in reality, don't have it from me. But reword it to me, and every time you mention it, make it a law. Make it say United States appointed the Indians to be killed. The United States appointed the blacks to be killed. The United States now are putting the Mexican, hey, you're making it a biracial thing, and it's making it the white, to me, is making the white person seem like a nigga who never happened. But in reality, who are? You get what I'm saying? I just want them to bag off and make it direct and make it what was appointed. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to hate my neighbor. Because how am I gonna live? I'm a Christian. How am I gonna live godly if I was taught in school in a slick way? If I'm paying attention, if my child right now paying attention, they gonna understand it. Damn, like these folks slayed the way I took it. It ain't gonna say what was law. It is gonna say that because I mean I clearly know what was law, but you just gotta find a way to mix it in, and it goes out for all the teachers and everything. Like I don't know.
So you spoke about your kids. You share 2 kids together.
Yes.
How old are they?
7 and 5.
7 and 5. So have you ever received any kind of just going out in public together, grocery store run? Have you ever felt uncomfortable or gotten any weird stares of just,
I mean, I feel like I mean, but I feel like it's something we don't pay too much attention to. But I do recall like me and him being somewhere like in Gatlinburg one year. And I think it's when our son was young, right?
Oh my God. Was it my vibe? Or you felt my vibe?
He was so thrown off because he was just like, everybody's staring at us.
It was bad.
Gatlinburg's a little different.
I don't know if it was the time of the season
and he was just throwing my vibe off. I'm like,
it was bad. It was bad to where I wanted to go to my room. I didn't feel safe in that junk.
Yeah, but I felt him, but I was just like, at the same time, I wasn't paying attention to it because I'm like, what the fuck ever? If they got something to say, what the fuck is that?
And I think as women, that's what we do too.
It at the same time because I'm like, I don't want you to be uncomfortable. You're still a man at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
It happens.
I feel like now people gonna look, but I feel like Memphis got that bad too. Like when we go, they act like I'm Avatar.
Oh my God.
Yeah. You know, it's different though, y'all.
So it's almost just like everybody stop like. Just like,
and that's so crazy because I feel like, and I feel like in a room full of white people, they kind of want to make me feel welcome. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I'm ever in a space, even with him, and it's all white people, I feel
like you get more praise.
Yeah, like they want me to be like, oh my gosh, hi girl, you want to sit up? They're not making me feel like, why is she here?
Oh no,
who is that
for me?
Yeah, that's
for me.
That's crazy. Yeah,
but y'all know what's the killer?
Yeah,
what's the killer in life is it's all different branches of it. It's just like blacks. It's just like Mexicans. It's just like Asians. Like, yeah, it's different branches of people. Like some of their people been around them.
Yeah.
This is what they do.
Yep.
Then you have the higher people, but what I must say, the higher people on either side, they talk down on you. They can be black, white, Asian, whatever.
Yeah.
If you ain't what they is and they up there.
Yeah. I feel
but
like it's always gonna happen.
Absolutely.
Because you still have them people that are very much racist. You know what I mean? It makes people very uncomfortable.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
And my kids are more on the lighter side, especially his daughter. When she was tiny, we'd be out and I was like, is she yours? And I'm like, no, she's my husband's. And I was like, okay, when I have Kingston, this is going to stop. And they're like, is he yours? And I'm like, wait a minute. Now, I know she didn't look like me, I'm like, I gave everybody a pass with that because I'm like, I get it. She is blonde hair, blue eyes. I get it 100%,
I should have been like, yes, it is.
Yeah, but but now I'm like, wait a minute now. Like, come on. He got a little bit of me, but that definitely happens. Does it happen to you though?
I don't feel,
he's a bit darker than you know what I'm saying?
I don't,
Same with me though, too. Like, people be looking probably like, are those yours?
Yeah.
Are you the nanny?
Do we need to call the cops? Just kidnap these children.
Not bad.
So, Kayla, have since your relationship, maybe it hasn't. Have you ever had like men white men comment in your inbox or anything saying like, why you with this black dude or anything?
I need to know.
No, not necessarily, because I feel like I don't know too many white boys. Like there wasn't a lot of white boys in our community. Like our people we know.
And they just was amongst us. They all just.
So they not gonna comment like, why you with him? Because they probably smashing some black.
We ain't smashing.
That's just what we
do. See, I love you.
Make it
love. That actually happened to me though. Before I got with him, again, I was in another relationship. No, and like it was a guy that I was like cordial with, and I broke up with my ex, and then I posted him, and he's like in my inbox, and he's like, I can't believe you went with that Mexican. I'm like, pause, like what? And he's like, you don't ever date black people. And I'm like, before I dated him or my ex, I dated a light-skinned dude and a black dude. Like, wait a minute. Like, don't just put that on me. Like, I'm just out here like, I don't date black people. No, I just fell in love with who I fell in love with. He made it out the inbox. Like, I'm sorry.
I do still feel like it's a bunch of people that's not racist that root for like
black love, which is okay. I feel like it's okay, but it also needs to be okay for white love. It also needs to be okay for Mexican love, and it also needs to be okay for biracial mixed love.
Yeah, I get it, because they're doing it bad, especially like in the NFL and stuff. I've been noticing lately, they've been doing it. But it's bad. But I just feel like people
who they
environment.
But
again,
they
was goddamn entertained.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Are you entertained? They're just like, that would have come down to.
I want my kids to know what love is.
Instead of it being like a race thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just more about like looking at, like, I don't know, I don't look at color. I look at vibes. Like, I have turned into a Pokemon. Wow. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a Pokemon because like I go off energy. Like, like if I can chill with you, like I can make meals with you.
Absolutely.
Period. You feel me? When I say meals, I mean memories, like meals and money, like love. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's all about energy. Like, it's about the way you make me feel. You know, everything boils down to us as people. You know what I'm saying? It's really never about them. But it becomes them when they make you, you know what I'm saying, as a person feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way I see it. Though.
So Kayla, it sounds like your family was, just accepting, it didn't matter at all. DJ, so how when your parents found out about you having 2 children,
it's been some little white jokes here and there.
Oh man.
Is it teasing, just a tease, or is it hostility towards you?
Nah, with me, it's not no difference. Like, again, like
does mama still love
is black?
Yeah.
Black, you know.
I mean, of course, it was definitely something like, hold on,
like a game changer. Yeah.
But they treat you like family from the jump, though.
Yeah, they do.
Them ass. Ain't no way your ass fucked up like that. I know you.
They do. They do. But I definitely feel like it was just like, hold on.
It was a revelation. It's something. It was a drastic change from norm. It wasn't the norm.
Never had nothing like this. Wait a minute.
But so with me, you know, growing up, it's weird. Growing up, my parents, we grew up where I was born in the projects. I was raised 2 streets over from the projects, and my parents tried to instill in me like, you gonna date, don't date outside your race. And I'm looking like them, like, oh, really? What the fuck am I?
Yeah,
I mean, what
race am I? Yeah. Which one am I supposed to adhere to?
Like I'm confused as a kid growing up. I was just confused, and I'm like, this is stupid. Why am I gonna listen to that? You know?
And you like, where we don't even have this community.
What was the direct?
Where are they? Where are the other white and Mexican girls?
It's a question. What was the race?
Yeah.
My dad's Hispanic and my mom's white, you know.
Right. So you have 2 different races.
I'm like, what is
Hispanic? Yeah.
I know this was coming from both my parents.
Yeah.
So I didn't know
what.
Yeah.
Tell them
but even
did they have you in a black community?
At a black school.
Yeah, absolutely. Even growing up, even my grandparents, you know, they were racist.
Same. I was just gonna say that. Like, I feel like my daddy and his people, like my grandmother and all them, of course they were racist. It was just that time of day.
They were,
you know what I mean? They were people of their time.
Yeah.
And then they're going off what is
I'm a robot.
instilled in them. You know what I mean? Like white this, white that, white this.
Absolutely.
But I feel like my daddy, he wasn't so much. I feel like at a time, yes, maybe. Before he had kids, because
I didn't know this, y'all. Keep talking. I know what he's saying. We gonna take care of
it. He knows. But I feel like as his younger self, you know what I mean? But I feel like once he started having kids, you really don't have a choice. You have them in this community. You know what I mean? So and once they start dating, it shouldn't be a shocker to you. But I feel like he used to try to go hard on my older sister.
Yeah.
And she was just like, I ain't having it type shit. So he was just like, okay, it is what it is type stuff.
Yeah.
And it's never been no racist type stuff. Every now and then I'm like, hold on. Why would you say that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't ever feel like it's coming from like that type of place, but I do feel like there was a point in time when he like, my kids ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
Before we actually even started dating.
Absolutely. You know absolutely.
I mean?
So yeah, for sure.
I guess it really just depends because but I feel like my uncle, like he has a brother that's very racist. And then my dad too, like
I know him.
When I was younger, like he spent most of his time in prison. And I feel like prison is very racist.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta
separate.
You pick your side and that's who you stay with.
Yeah.
And like my uncle, he just came home how long ago?
Yeah.
And when he first got out, he used to like comment to like my cousins and them like racial slurs about their kids and stuff. And it's just like, for us to want to hate him as much as we want to, because we're not like that. Like he didn't live the type of life we lived. He lived his whole life in prison, and that's all he knows. You know what I'm saying?
My people stay with my people.
That's all he knows. Because before he actually spent time in prison, he was carrying himself like an Indian, like had the Indian tribe tatted on his back, long hair. But when you go to jail, you black, you Mexican, I'm white. You know what I mean? Go with your people.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's all he knows.
Yeah.
So I feel like I've been the product of being, I've had racist family. I've even had people of color racist against me. I remember growing up in the projects, and I remember I wasn't allowed in certain people's houses, some of my friends' house because I'm white. Yeah, I was a white boy. I was like, damn, I'm a little tan, but
I'm just trying to hang out. Yeah, I don't know.
Like I remember hearing at the doorstep, like, nah, don't let that white boy in my house or some shit like that. And, but we've had other friends in this house, so I'm like, I wasn't really acknowledging what was going on. But now I'm thinking about it as I get older. It works both ways. I mean, you have some people that are, just don't like people of your color just because of who you are, no matter what color you are.
They just like they kind.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Even like, so I one instance I had one of my grandmothers, and we were on we were in the car. I had some of my friends. I had two of my friends in the car growing up, and there's this dude. We were going through the ATM or something, and there's this one black dude. He looked homeless, clothes raggedy, and she kind of like walked in front of her, and then she said the N-word hard R, and my friends in the car, and I'm like, whoa. Well, to this day, my friends, I know it hurts them, but they joke about it.
Yeah.
To this day.
Yeah.
And because of what was said.
And she meant this shit.
Yeah.
She played it with a heart. So she laughed.
Damn, there was a nigga. You know, only nigga cross the street with the bulls.
I heard that doing that. My friends growing up.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
She played it off. She laughed about it. They busted out laughing about it. But I'm like, I was distraught. I was like hurt for a second. I was like, oh, dude, like what did just happen?
Yeah.
But they still joke about it, you know, and laugh about it to this day. I don't know if just to me or just to make me feel better about it. But you know, it was a really awkward situation.
I can see why, for sure.
Have you ever encountered any situations like that that you've heard with your family talking about, you know, white people or anything like that, or a white Kayla, for instance? You ain't gotta tell. You ain't gonna admit to it right now.
I'm gonna tell you. Look, my dad and them folk own this shit. Like they really own it.
Yeah.
No disrespect for her. She know. Like my dad, a D's mechanic. Like he black. Like that nigga own it. You know what I mean? Straight up. But like no, when it comes to her and my dad and like race, like she'll tell you, like my dad is a loving guy. You know what I mean? No disrespect, never with him.
Yeah, like he'll say a joke, but I feel like it has gotten better.
Yeah,
when he used to say it, I used to be like, "Hold on, my boy."
Right.
So but
I'm a junior. My dad, he racist. He miffy.
That's the thing. You can change. Just imagine that change over the 10-year span. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because the vibe.
Yeah.
And when he stopped looking at KK, like a lot of my people, like one of my partners, I don't know, he's slow. I love you to death, I mean, I love you to death, homie. That nigga said, man, I ain't know she was white. Man, I want to get it. I want to get the one.
Did he never see her?
No, he always seen me.
Man, he looked at her, man.
Just a light skin, real light.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
That
homie was out here body. He was out here body.
Yeah. But you know, it was like, I won't say it was a shock for my mom because my brother told her when I kissed the boy on the trampoline. So when I did have my first interracial relationship, she was like, "Oh, I knew it. You know, I already knew." But she was like, "That's not for me." Like
what's for you is what's for you.
She would ask me random things like, "Is it pink?" And I'm like, "Mom, That's what she was on, because she's like, she's not dating. She don't find them attractive. Yeah. She's like, no. But my dad, she's always telling me, you get that shit from your daddy. Because my dad, I have all my siblings except one. They're mixed. Yeah, they're white and black or Mexican and black. Yeah. You know, so like they're all mixed. And she's like, yeah, you get that shit from your daddy, because I would never. You know what I mean? And like a lot of my family, I think my son, I got a little cousin, I think we got about 3 mixed kids out of like 20 grandkids and stuff like that. You know, we got like 3. Mm-hmm. Everybody else black.
But I hear a bunch of black
people hit me because shit, we ain't got no mixed kids.
It's just y'all kids.
Like you said, you already said like being white was totally like new.
That's because I moved out of the city though.
But I will say I do hear like a lot of black women say I would never.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. Absolutely.
You know, I ain't gonna lie. Bunch of those women that have said that, I'm saying this on camera, I smashed y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I can't sit there.
Listen. He don't like that. He don't like that.
I've heard this so many times. I look at the post. I'm like,
you lied.
You had your toes up to the
nah, listen. That says people who never moved from their environment.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. You never moved from your environment. Yeah. You think these things.
I like to, as a phrase I like to use is, you're a prisoner of your culture, and you can't expand, you can't try new things, you can't look at the world different view.
You said, listen, it's a dorm, man. Yeah. It's a dorm. It's just like you going to college. What's the difference you going to college and you growing up in the neighborhood you grew up in? I'm saying it right now as a freestyle.
But yeah, it's crazy that you said like your environment though. Like, you know, you should think I would know, like we would know anything about white dating. Have you ever dated a white girl?
No, I've actually never dated.
I've never dated a white boy.
It's not that I didn't find him attractive. It's just.
But y'all know what's crazy? I only hear that.
No, but I'm just saying, it's not like
I
ever been like, I don't like white boys.
But you guys know,
he fine.
But I only hear that from. I swear, I only hear that from white people or people that are mixed with white, that they've never had like a white person or.
It's the environment. It's your environment.
You're right. But but you know, there's white people at y'all high school.
It is.
Or they were
but
white
if you
people
think
at y'all
about
high
it,
school.
the white people we know, we can't name names on the
show.
Y'all like brothers and shit.
Family, like those boys I've always called my brothers.
Weird.
Or they're just absolutely fucking weird. And we've already done made it to high school, bitch. I know my type.
Yeah, exactly. You're already
you know what I mean?
Yep.
You barely not.
That's crazy.
You made the cut, DJ. You made the cut.
Yeah, but that's crazy because it's just like I've never dated a white boy.
Yeah.
But it's just like I'm like, oh, I'm not prone to it.
Yeah.
But there's never been anyone. I'm like, ooh,
yeah.
What are you talking about?
No
you know
one's ever just made you feel like I want to date them.
Well, before you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even giving your number to or anything like that, like texting. I've texted white girls and like I've, you know, as a middle school, I had like, but I don't really call that dating when I was in middle school because we, you know, not you my girl, like you like me or not. Yeah.
But growing up though, like the people who y'all call y'all brothers, you know, like in y'all neighborhood, the guys in the store, this and that, like have you ever liked them as a kid? Maybe?
Never.
Dang.
We were like cousins.
You brainwashed, baby. You need to be baptized right here. Right here, we can do it right now. I need to be baptized in the name of holy goddamn replica.
Of her environment.
Holy goddamn KK Goat. She need to be baptized right now.
Because even going to middle school, like one of them, like they always thought we was brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
Like y'all got the same mom,
ain't no way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you just like who you like, you love who you love, and it's just that's what it all boils down to.
I ain't gonna lie, it was just... I'm from Memphis. Like ever since I've been young, like dating out of my race has been a thing because I used to watch FLICKs and S's and they had them panties up the hill. I wanted some of that. Yeah.
White girls with the thong.
Yeah, they ain't got worry like they be wearing my loose now. They throw them always up there. You got something to hold on to.
The only time I could watch one of those is when this TV was scrambled. I couldn't watch the movie or anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
When they had the cable block.
Yeah.
Y'all probably too young.
I'm knocking on wood. Same wood.
So going back to you know, just in a relationship with you guys brought up your parents, and have your parents met and how they interact well with you? Do they interact well with each other?
Yeah, I feel like the
man. Tell them when our daddies just met though. Blew my mind.
It's weird because our mothers been around each other a lot. I think they love each other. I mean, they give each other a good time. But but our dads, like, it's funny because we've been together this long, and he always say like, "Your daddy remind me of my daddy," and I'll be like, "Same." You know what I mean?
Daddy remind me of my own.
Oh yeah, and they're both Sagittarius. Like it's just weird.
Oh wow!
But over the years, like I felt like his dad has met my stepdad, but they officially just met a couple months ago.
Yes.
Really?
And I
10 years,
y'all. Like when they walked in the house, it didn't even like first it didn't like click to us like this they first time because shit we've been together this long. We like y'all been done met. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But my daddy don't attend like certain shit when they hear. So I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah.
This was their first time actually meeting type shit. But it was just weird because we looking at them like, because we talk about them so much, like they remind us of each other.
Yeah.
So them two in front of each other, even his daddy was like, damn, like
they got along
like
and everything.
He looked like the white him type.
Yeah,
really.
He like, I can't
White
believe like,
average
this the first time. Like, it was weird.
Since he started bothering me with young, he was like white average. That nigga like white average to my daddy, y'all. Like these both identical, aggression, smack you for nothing. Like
they just,
her daddy and my daddy, twins, y'all. Like,
and I get along with his daddy so well. Like
they got that point when they say, "Hey, quit playing with me. You gonna quit playing with him?" Yeah, her daddy the same way. He scared me, man. It's wild.
Son coming in the picture.
What's that?
He just needed some love.
He just needed a little bit.
Just needed some love.
But now, y'all, that's fun. You
It was
asked that
weird to us,
seriously
though, 'cause we
because they
like-
just met. Blew my mind.
But we would have been like, damn.
I thought I was
thought they
crazy,
been
bro.
together.
How that happened? Been met. We've been together this long.
Yeah.
But they clicked though. I'm expecting.
Yeah, it was just like they
It
knew
was
each
like
other.
they already knew each other.
That's
They
cool.
both Sagittarius and they act the same way.
Wow.
It's weird.
Like, to me, I'm a Sagittarius, y'all. I just feel like
And
we
them two are
different.
too. Both of them are.
Sagittarius, we understand life the way it is. You know what I'm saying? But with them guys, oh my God, y'all, this is ringtone.
You're a popular person.
That's his dad's ringtone.
No, that's my dad's ringtone. Like this, my dad.
This whole time. His dad.
That's his twins. Their birthdays a day apart.
Yeah, like
They're twins.
and y'all like. It's so important because it's like, dang, how did it just fall in the snatch name? Because look, this guy, man, his song is Joe Got a Diarrhea NIGGA. By that being said, like, I don't know if I cuss on her or what, but it's like this guy is the type of guy who just knows like he ain't going for that ain't gonna happen. And as I got older as a man, I'm like, damn, like that could happen. Like if I'm in the wrong situation, you know, like I feel like my dad don't understand situations no more. Like when I was young, I didn't understand situations. I didn't understand somebody can disrespect me in their house and they can be right because they disrespect me. I ain't worried about where I'm at. But when I learned, like, dang, like you can be fighting an uphill battle, like this person can disrespect you in his house. And he be dead wrong. He might be drunk. You might not even been drinking, but he right because if you do the wrong thing, he got the right
to do what he got to do.
To lock you up, to take you out, to beat you up, to jump you, and you won't have a case. So my dad, he don't understand that. Like he don't understand that. Like court appointed me to understand it, and that's what it kind of came down to. Other than by being like, how you say it again? What type of
Interracial.
It's kind of hard word for me. I've been reading my books lately, but like knowing your place, like, all right, bro, like to be honest, like you already like they already think we don't like them. You know what I'm saying? Because of the past that we learned again at school. All right, so that by that being said. Like if I was a police officer and I was being direct white, like you know, like I'd be wondering what a nigga on because I'd be wondering what y'all niggas on. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that being honest. Then for you to already hate me, like I get it, y'all. What I'm trying to tell y'all is play y'all position. You stand your ground by knowing that guy's over you if he stop you. What's wrong with saying? Yes, sir. I know I was speeding, sir. You know? Like when you wrong, just be wrong. And that's what any race come down to.
Yeah.
Wrong or right. Like I'm totally fine with dying when I know I played my best part I can play in that role. Yeah. I'm totally fine.
I also feel like people should make me feel or make us feel like we're wrong for dating outside our race either.
Right.
You know, it's not wrong. Yeah.
No,
it's not wrong. And it's also not wrong to not want to date outside your race. That is okay.
Like what you choose
what you choose is what you choose. But don't beat us down
make
because
me feel like, oh, I'm less than.
Yeah, that I'm less than or I'm not welcome in certain rooms or certain conversations because I'm not.
Because I could probably speak for all of us. I feel like we've always felt. I mean, we've at some point in time felt that way.
Absolutely.
Like I'm out of place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't feel like I'm welcome here.
Yes, absolutely.
I felt it, and not to be direct, but it was a restaurant. She know where it was, and the other place was where? Where you
Gatlinburg.
Gatlinburg in that restaurant. Goddamn, we can do it right. Goddamn, I'm talking about right. Goddamn, now you pull your goddamn truck up, pull my goddamn truck up. We're gonna have a full goddamn way.
Yeah, but I don't think we've ever had that happen for us though.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
No, I don't. I mean, I never feel out of place. You know, I feel like I'm a bridge. I feel I can get along with anybody, anywhere. I'm going to a damn I don't know if you ever seen it on like I'm sure you've seen like YouTube videos or like a mosh pit where they fighting in the middle of the ground. I'm going to one of those in a couple weeks.
Are you serious?
100%. But I'm open to try different things. I don't care what not. That's and I had questions about that. I was like, man, don't put me in that situation.
So what if you run into a because this is a question. What if you run into a UFC fight in there?
That's yeah.
But I think you have the options to go inside.
Yeah,
the
you
pit,
can be
right?
inside, you can
or
be outside.
The option is you listening to this wrong song and they pipe you up.
Oh yeah.
It all comes down to the moment.
Yeah.
Nothing is planned out.
So are you gonna participate in that?
Nah, I'm not. I'm just gonna observe. I just want to. I like to. And this is the main purpose of MEXed Feelings. You know, I like to listen to people and communicate with people about just different perspectives.
Do you like this?
And yeah.
Bless your heart, then, brother, because I feel like you're gonna get in the marsh pit.
I might try to experience it, you know.
Yeah.
But I like to, you know, I just like to understand people's thoughts. I went to a 2-year college and I studied psychology for a little bit. And I just love the way people's minds work. I mean, why did you do this to do this? You know, what made you do this? They all both went through the same type of trauma, but why did yours lead you? Y'all went 2 different routes. Like what happened?
We're completely different.
Yeah.
Just like the people who in our house, like most of us as brothers and sisters, we go different routes, and people be like, he wasn't like that.
Y'all came from the same background. How did you go?
My sister's a teacher.
Absolutely.
My sister's a teacher. You know, and the person who know Danny Jr., her little brother, like they probably would be like, you know, wow, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was listening in school. You get what I'm saying? Like, man, look, I had her sister tell us like, I ain't even know y'all had a dad in y'all life because she knew me. Like one of her friends told her that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. I feel like we all adapt to the ways that we adapt to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like I perceive. I'm not saying I'm right in everything. I have an opinion just like everyone else, but I feel like I'm colorless. I don't see color. I've never seen color, and I don't feel like I put that into any kind of situation to make me think a certain way just because
feel like this certain way.
Yeah. So I just I try to be open-minded about everything because because we all went through different things in our life,
right?
So
Even if you don't agree,
like why is this way? Just like why do you think this way versus and that's why I get into it with people at work all the time about just for instance about sending all the immigrants back to where they came from and vice versa, just different aspects. I even get it to my black friends about why you think like this. It's just I'm a combative person and I like to go against the grain, but at the same time I like to understand. I like to get some kind of understanding, but that's what MEXed Feelings is about. Because I'm always gonna have mixed feelings about every situation. I'm never gonna say I completely agree with this.
But do you pick the person? Because that's the biggest thing. Like from you, like you a vibe type person. And I already see that. You know what I'm saying? Like you're a vibe type person. But I'm saying that to say like you don't pick and choose like who you speaking to, because like some people like I've got to the point in life where I don't want to be argumentative. Like,
bro,
it's a downfall of like it's making me lower as a person. Like, make me make a decision that I wouldn't make if I wasn't upset.
It's all about patience. You got to have composure and patience, and you have to have understanding that someone may not be as educated, or someone may be more educated. But I can't. Bro, I grew up in a gang. I got friends that still bang to this day, and I say this all the time. I can sit down and have dinner and conversation with the president of the United States and have an articulate and very thoughtful conversation with this person. But I can go back to where I came from and have the same conversation and not look at somebody different just because of where I'm
and where they are in life.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I feel like I'm a bridge to, you know, just different cultures. And I'm so open to try new things, new foods. And I think that's the beauty of it. Mm-hmm. I think music plays a lot. Yeah. Right? We're gonna take a short break for a second. And we are back. This is MEXed Feelings, here with my lovely wife, Kenya Trevino, my buddy DJ, and his fiance, Kayla. So we were going back to what we're talking about, interracial relationships, and just saying how I feel that, you know, I feel like I can be I don't say accepted. I can be, I don't know what the better word I'm using for by different communities. I can be brought in by different communities. There's a better word I'm looking for. Yeah. But one thing I wanted to get into as far as stereotypes, have you ever, you know, been accused of like, oh, you're trying to act black, or you know, you're trying to.
Of course, and I feel like a lot of people try to say that just because I like black men.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I get it a lot with my voice.
It's also her voice.
People be like, your voice, like you just sound ghetto. And I'm just like, I don't think I sound ghetto. Yeah. But I could see why somebody would say that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel like, okay, well, maybe if I was raised around little white girls, I would be like preppy little kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm just like,
but you weren't raised, because
and I don't feel like my mom is very proper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like she's very
and it's true though, because I was raised in the hood when I first moved here. And for I think a year and a half. No, but I think for like a year and a half I was raised there. And I ended up running into a guy like years later, and he was so shocked at how I sounded. He was like, Mo, and I was like, wait, what? And he's like, why you sound like that? And I was like, why do I sound like what? And he was like, why are you talking like that? And I'm like, dude, what am I talking like? And I'm like, but I didn't go to the school he went to. You know, I went to 2 different schools, and I went to college. And, you know, I'm just a product of my environment.
Go tell Sissy. Go talk to Sissy.
But I'm just like, you know, I'm like, at that point, I'm college educated. I'm all of this. So my voice is just my voice. But even with that, like you said, people will probably say I'm trying to act, or I'm sounding white or something like that. Exactly.
That's pretty dope. That really brought us together, because it's like these two are in 2 different point of view.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
She was raised around more white. And she was raised around, you know what I'm saying, mixed.
Yeah, because I feel like even when I do try to put on like a proper voice, when I'm on the phone at work, people mistake me like for a black woman.
I'm white. Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? KK just had that crack in her voice. This is
I feel like I got a very raspy.
And there are some white people. I mean, we all, especially here in Nashville, we all know.
Yes.
I mean, when you're from where you're from, you just sound like that. It's not like you're trying to act like that.
It's not like I'm trying to be anything.
Exactly.
Like I said, it's just, I think that's how we.
You sound like this in
like
front
I
of
said,
the
if I was
camera,
raised in White House, or you know what I mean? Like I feel like, okay, I probably would sound like
coming from Memphis. Like I always felt like it was people who faked the funk. You get what I'm saying? But in reality, it's like, damn, like I done grew up with this homeboy. Like, dude, we had a guy in our neighborhood. He was white, bro. Like, he was rough just like us. Like, we actually fought in front of his house. His house was the fight house.
Okay.
Like I'm saying,
that's
I
crazy.
used to say, as much as I said that about Memphis, I forget about these people. Like, this guy was a active guy in the neighborhood. Like, what? Like, it took some of us big dogs to take him down. You get what I'm saying? And he grew up with us his whole life. You get what I'm saying? So
a white dude with a Memphis accent,
he can be. Man, it's real.
I can barely understand y'all as it is most of the time.
Mama telling me it's real. But we done seen some artists. It's real, bro. Because ain't we done seen some artists? Who that was? His name White Sosa. Y'all, he an artist. Y'all look him up. White Sosa. He started back rapping. He went to college and everything. He a big artist, big enough to mention. Yeah, White Sosa. Like, the color don't make it no difference. It's just a validation.
Yeah.
But for you to say that though, what we spoke about earlier, right? You said when I said something about, you know, I couldn't understand because I'm black. But if the color doesn't truly matter, right? You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
That's dope. But It's what's like right? The color don't make it no difference, but it do, big brother, because you can't feel the way I feel.
Yeah, I was gonna say color matters. Like when it for different races, and especially for Black people, color is gonna always matter for us.
Just because of the history.
Just because of our history. So it's always going to be about color for us. It's never not going to be about color because like you said earlier, DJ, the disadvantages and the advantages that you have, even people of color who are red bones like Kayla, like the guy thought you were, you know what I mean? But like even those people, like they get, you know.
But at what point as a society do we move past this, right?
Yeah.
At some point, it may not ever be fixed. I'm not saying there's no.
My small solution was to find a way to voice it better in the schools. That's where it started from for me.
It's not only that.
I feel like at home too.
Get to know people. You
absolutely.
Know what I mean? And don't
absolutely.
treat it as
go for vibes.
You know, I don't know.
Like, because you know, when I think about school, I've never read a book where it praised white people not liking Black people. Of course, it said it, you know, this is what happened. But also you have white people who teach their kids you don't talk to Black people. Right. So I don't think it's like about the books.
About in school and we talking about out of school. Like when you learned about it in school, you learned about us being slaves. It was
wild. White people slave Black people.
Right.
I feel like
but in my household, it went
I was simple minded. I don't know how your man was.
Yeah.
Like, even if it like some people in school feel like that they're not teaching it. They're just telling you about it.
Yeah.
But in reality, at the time, being honest, I was simple minded. I wasn't looking at the bigger picture. I wasn't looking at
the law.
It being the law.
Just doing it to Black people. Just doing it.
Yeah. I wasn't looking at it. Right now, y'all, law is law. Like it happens, but it was law. It's what they appointed. You know, like, but kids are simple minded. That's why these simple minded artists and all this, that's why they make it farther than the people who have the talent. Like talent is not a matter anymore in life. You can be singing in church all your life. It don't matter. It's about what you can make to make the simple minded people take it far. Because it's more simple minded people than the irregular minded people.
And that's why we have the media. And the media to be able to
take off.
Exactly. Yeah.
I like to compare it to, you know, just like the Holocaust, right? You know, these people, these Germans were, you know, killing Jews, right? But I don't feel like they just thought it was normal. You know what I mean?
Right.
They didn't think of it as this is something. They just thought this was the right thing to do.
Like this is law. Yeah.
It's so that's
bitches you watch movies and you like
how do you corrupt? How do you get
that's a human being? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This entire population to do this, regardless of the situation. How's a dictator do this and make this call and say, hey, we believe in this right now?
Yeah.
And right now, as a man, I feel like I am not racist no more because in reality,
more. It's crazy. No. We didn't talk about you being racist.
When I say racist no more, I'm saying like I would never think about being there. And when I say this, I mean as
so I feel like there was a point in time in your life when you like
hell yeah. I stepped it. Look, it was because I'm from Memphis.
Yeah.
Like I seen what they on.
Yeah.
Okay.
They looked at us like animals, homie. You know?
Yeah.
Like I'm from Memphis. But what I'm saying is like this, like bro, in reality, everything was about land. It was about who had more artillery for the other person. So why should that make us like white racist? But in reality, it was all about land to them. Like, you know what I'm saying? They clicked up better. They won. So they won the land. So that's why we as people and as me, I feel like America is white America. I do. But I only feel like that because white America got smarter before every other race did when they found this land, which is the United States, and they put their stamp on it. We all mad for saying, but in reality, I look at life like, damn, they killed the Indians, they killed the black, they trying to deport the Mexican. But in reality, they just got the upper hand first.
But that's why we mad, because why you steal my people?
They got the upper hand.
But that's why we mad. You said why we mad. That's why. Because they stole our people to bring us here. You should have brung your people. If you had the upper hand, bring all your people.
Like United States, when people ask me what the United States mean to you, I would say man stamping land first.
One thing I will say about the United States, thank God for basketball. They're making it okay for all of us interracial relationships.
Football, why you say that?
Everyone, for the most part, it's interracial. Yeah, it's interracial. Yeah.
They said the Philadelphia quarterback was different or some stuff like that. Okay,
you know the Kardashians and stuff. Thank God for this type of media. Like they're making it okay.
But I feel like in certain sides of the United States.
Yes, like, exactly.
It's absolutely. It's less racist. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I feel like the West Coast is very open to who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then down south, you still got them. As much as you see interracial couples in the South, there's still them people, white people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not gonna just say, white people.
Black people too.
White women my age, black women your age.
You know what I mean? They don't play about that. They just like,
look at you. Because like KK, I always say just as much as white people are racist, black people are racist. Just as much as black people. Because one race I'm gonna tell you is racist, and I mean it, and it's just what I stand on. Age. Man, those guys are racist. They don't fuck with y'all black people. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way they see it. But one thing about them, they almost to me are more racist than white because they look at us as how they look at us. We can be on the same level as them. And it's just what I feel. But I haven't had big interactions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I never really connected with one like that. But I'm telling y'all, like, they look at us like higher than us, you know, and I get that. But it's only because when y'all think about it, we some simple-minded guys. Like, we go buy $700 outfits. Like, I would laugh at us too when you can stack that money, make more. Like, Asians are more about business than most races. And that's just how I feel. They don't go out to hair clothes and all this. Like, materialistic things are funny to these guys.
I don't know what ages you've been around. But the ages I've been around, they lit.
They own it.
Gucci, Louis, Prada.
But they got it though. But they
Birkin, all that. But
them.
No, my community though.
I bet they parents.
I'm sure.
Speaking. Well, let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase that. Not my age and stuff like that. Because Johnny Dang, them sons and all that, they doing it's time for them to stunt clearly. But what I'm saying, the ages before Johnny Dang's son, them age before the 34s, they. Well, what we need? Nah, I ain't gonna lie, they like foreign cars now. Hey, you gotta have a Benz or a BMW now. But they stack that money up. Life is about positioning yourself to get in position. Everybody want to be the main player on the court, on the field, on the baseball field, in life. Everybody want to be the main player. I don't care how much. You don't want to be the person of the person of notice. Everybody want to be the main player. Asians, they do it different. And I must say, I shout out to them because sometimes when I stack my money, I say I'm in agent mode. We ain't got to spend all this high stuff. Most things we spending, y'all, we buying for a nine.
Yeah.
What make that Gucci shirt and that Walmart shirt different? A nine, right?
We're in a society of
brands.
Brands. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's been a pleasure. We've been in this thing for an hour and a half. It's been a pleasure, and I'm blessed to call you guys my friends. It's great having you on the show. Any closing remarks, comments, questions that y'all have that y'all can get off your chest?
Thank
y'all for
these
having
guys
us.
for their invite and my first podcast, and I hope it goes great.
Thank you guys again. This is MEXed Feelings. Tune in, subscribe, like the show. Thank you guys.
Press that like button.
Press that like button.